right, look. I say that to say this, right?
You already know what it is, man. This is Fred with the I Say That to Say This podcast, brought to you by M3S3. Appreciate you pulling up to check out this new episode. But listen, to help this channel grow, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe.
And don't forget, the members get exclusive content.
You already know. Hope you enjoy the show. Okay,
You see what you're doing right now?
I'm lying.
It's lying. Yeah.
You trying to get me my own shit. She pick up quick. Mm-hmm. I tried to ask you that earlier. You were like, are you trying to get me?
Yeah, he was capping.
Yeah, I was capping. So, I mean, that's a good point. You got to put it on the scale. Like, okay. And that's what I believe. For me, cheating is not the end. And I'm famous for saying that on here. When I get in a relationship, it sucks, but I'm already thinking, like, you're going to fuck up sooner or later. Whether it be earlier on or 10, 20 years from now. Is it worth staying with you?
That is terrible.
It's terrible?
Yeah, I've never...
I go into it like that because I mean, for me, sex is so small.
Would you put that in a marriage vow?
That is.
For better or worse, because I know we're going to fuck up eventually.
That's what it means, for better or worse. And people really do not look at that.
No, but I feel that. But in the sense
for better.
That's for health and finance.
Yeah.
It's not cheating. It's not infidelity.
It's not infidelity.
Health and finance. It's not infidelity. Because you don't have a choice if you lose a job. You don't have a choice if you get sick, but you have a choice to be
well, just even that thinking though, like, eventually, like, this person might cheat on, like, that's just crazy. I can't.
So you go into your relationship saying, I mean, I just think that's unrealistic. Bro.
Yeah, no.
And if it happens, if they don't, then that's fine.
Don't be wrong. Like, I'm gonna think. Like, I know I'm not going to be unrealistic, like, bad shit ain't going to happen. Like, I think anyone goes into a relationship thinking it's going to be, like, whatever, in daisies, petals and daisies, that's just craziness. But to think, like, a year or 2 years from now, this person's going to cheat on me.
They might cheat
eventually.
on you.
No, I'm not.
My last relationship.
Like, thinking that. Like,
he was contaminated like that, my last relationship.
Call me contaminated.
His thoughts were contaminated in that way.
You mean facts?
That's a contaminating thought.
No, I'm saying
it's
the word is crazy.
Yeah, why would you label me?
Because if love is a pure thing, you're contaminating your idea of love with that doubt. The doubt is what's contaminating you. So my last long-term relationship,
That was nicely said.
Probably assumed that women aren't loyal, women aren't faithful. And I learned this from that. It doesn't matter how good I am, that person's not going to trust you no matter what. And secondly, it might hurt not to be able to trust someone, but it hurts even more not to be trusted when you're trying so hard. There's no pain greater than that, to like show up your best and still it's like you're never accredited for it. That's a very cold way to live your life next to somebody.
Right. That's not what I'm doing when I say that, though. Is that how it came
you're always better.
Yeah.
You're always better than that.
No,
yeah, that's how it came out.
Okay,
so
no, like, actually, I'm giving my partner a chance to be human. So I give the credit when the credit is due. I trust you to the fullest. Even, I feel like, because listen, I've been in many relationships. I've been divorced twice. So
You've been married and divorced twice?
Twice.
I didn't know that, Fred.
I've been through therapy.
No wonder you're contaminated.
I've been through therapy. I've been through.
Word.
Listen.
You're one wedding away from being Steve Harvey.
Listen to this.
One wedding and a mustache away.
Look at that. I've been through therapy. I've been through marriage counseling. I've been through church counseling. I've been through. I go to counseling three times a week now, just for me. So I understand me, right? Mm-hmm. So I know it's me. So if I get with somebody and they mess up, I know it's not because of me, right? So it's something in them that made them make that choice. That's why when I get with somebody, I give them that room to mess up. And to me, that's not the end. So even after they cheat, that's why I asked you all these questions, I could stay with somebody. I know the therapy route to take. And you have to give that. If you decide to take somebody back after they cheat on you, again, that's you. You can't blame. You can't hang it over their head. You made the decision, so you got to try your best to work through it. So for me, cheating's not the end, because I feel like sex is such a small thing. I've had mad sex. I feel
everything
like
is
just,
circumstantial.
At the end of the day, it's a small, everything
is always like circumstantial for me,
right?
In a sense.
Because you say you out no matter what.
Yeah, so it's like, because like I said, you do that situation, yeah. And then it's like, depending on, like, if it's like 5 years, 6 years, and I'm about to like marry this person, and then they decide to like cheat, depending on especially like how they cheated, what they did, everything like that, and I really love this person, then I don't know. I think I would. But in a sense, like in the moment, right? Like you said, it's your decision. There's days that you're just gonna, like you said, there's gonna be good days and there's gonna be bad days, and you looking at this person completely different and whatnot. And I've done that. So it's just at the same time, just like
you
I don't
can't
know.
fight that on your own. I
That's
think
what
is what
therapy-
Fred's
so
saying.
that's
you need
what therapy kicks in.
You need you need that support. So if someone cheats on you, do you want all the details?
No.
Saeed sounds like he wants them. He wants to know everything.
I think I've asked him. He said, yeah, he needs to know. You know,
Yeah, I'm an inquisitive person.
Did you suck it?
I'm an inquisitive person.
Show me.
So you want to know if she thoroughly enjoyed it?
Well, nah. It's just like I don't know. It's something about me, and I know I'm a very inquisitive person. Something in my head, just like yo, I just want to know. Not if you enjoyed it, but it's like just what happened, everything.
Did you love him?
Yeah, shit
If
like
you
that.
say yes, we're done.
Shit like that.
If you say no, or messed up, blah blah blah, we're going to therapy.
Saeed, what if she was drunk and don't remember it? And that's kind of like date rape.
who
Like,
said
I
that?
don't
Somebody-
remember it.
Yeah, that's
He was not considering that
no, because then it's like, why did you put yourself in that position?
because she was
Right,
drunk.
like-
What's on your finger?
Nothing's on my finger.
What's on your lip?
Something, yeah.
I was just touching my mustache.
It's gonna show on camera. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's nothing's on my lips.
So this my thing. If she was drunk, you is not trying to hear that.
Yeah, no.
That's not an
'Cause
excuse.
Why do you? No.
Right.
Why did you put yourself in that position? Like, well, who are you with? Why don't your girls, like, if you're with your girls, why didn't they knew obviously in a relationship? Oh, your girls didn't help you retire. Like, it's a whole thing. That's why I said it's circumstantial. Because at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be with someone that puts himself in a bad position that they were drunk and they don't remember.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you had to literally drunk, that person had to take you wherever, do this. You had, like, it's a whole bunch of things that led up to that, and you put yourself in that position. So, like, that's what I would have to hear it out. And I can't just automatically say, like, I would forgive him or I wouldn't.
Right.
But yeah, it's just, I don't respect anyone that, I don't, no, okay, I'm going to say don't respect. It's just, your thought process of you putting yourself in that position, I don't respect.
So what are the reasons for you, like you would leave somebody? Like, I can't, deal breaker. So cheating's one,
Well, I've stayed through the cheating.
but you said you would never do it again, right? So at this point in your life, is that a deal breaker?
Like I said, I haven't had a really great relationship for the good to outweigh the bad. Because these are like, that cheating happened in my younger years.
Mm-hmm.
So that relationship, it was just, there was more negative than positive. So
That changed
there
your
was
mind on
nothing to hold
things?
on to. I paid the bills. It was my house. Everything was going on. I had so much going on for myself that it was like, what's the point of me putting myself through this?
Right.
And the reason that person didn't want to let go of me is because I provided a lot of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
So that relationship,
right. But if it was
so
the
you're
other way
contaminated.
around, then like, how would I probably would have reacted different if he was providing all the comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Your deal breakers are
Deal breaker.
3.
I think if you can't trust me, because that was the problem in my last relationship. He did not trust me. I didn't give him any reason not to. He just didn't because of his past. And his past didn't define what was going on between us. And I tried to help him with that. I tried to push him towards the therapy he needed. I tried to defend him against his family and people that made his, the negativity in his head echo louder. I tried. But sometimes people don't want to do that for themselves. And the thing about me is, like, I'm a financial planner. I tried really hard to make this person set for life. And some people just don't want that. They just want the problems. Some people want problems, and you can't. I read a book when I was younger, from Steve Harvey, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady. And I was 20 when I read it. Mm-hmm. And he talked about like how men are problem solvers, and I really loved that. And so I said, I want to adopt that mentality and be a problem solver. So that's something I've always done. And I've just noticed not every guy is a problem solver. Sometimes these men create a lot of issues for themselves and others. So
So
if you're
land the plane though. Trust.
if you can't trust me, I think that's the number
That's
one
one.
deal breaker. Yeah, because if you don't trust me, then we don't have a relationship.
What's
Are
the-
we even friends? I mean, if you can't
I mean,
trust
you
me,
don't trust some of your friends. But before we go too far, that's one. What's the other two?
I have to pick 3. Let's see.
Cheating's not it. I would think it would be.
That's like circumstantial, like he said. Like you said, it's just circumstantial. I don't want that for me. I don't think that. I mean, I'm strong enough not to do that. I would expect a man to be stronger than me. So there's that.
So that's not a deal breaker then.
I don't know. I can't say yes or no. I don't know because I haven't put myself in that situation in a long time. It's been like
The only one you feel
it's been
strongly
like 10
about.
years since I've been in a situation like that.
Only one you feel strongly about is trust. Do you have 3?
Trust. They're deal breakers. I would not.
Yeah, your deal breakers. If you do these things, it's over, no matter what.
If I can't trust you. But does trust come with lying? Yeah, that's all of it. So trust, lying, all that. So I guess that's one. Cheating, but that is a circumstantial one. But on the heavy case of it, usually it's a no. And a third. Does I only have 2? I can't think of a third.
I think I only have 1. And it's if you can't trust me. If I can't trust you, I'm not even going to be with you. But if we're together and you can't trust me, then what the heck? That's it for me.
Mine is abuse, and if you damage the family.
All right, abuse, yeah.
I could be with somebody I can't trust.
I can't be
I
with
like
someone
that
that's
one.
hitting me. That's
Using
true.
your family.
If you abuse, or if you somehow ruin the family somehow.
Yes. Okay. I like that one.
I agree with abuse. I'll make that my second.
Right.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Those are my
I haven't
deal
even thought of
breakers.
abuse. 'Cause
It's
ain't
not trust, really.
Ain't no one laying hands.
You know, I might stick it out, but the deal breaker for me, like when I see this, wow, I don't even need to talk no more. I could like not trust you for a little while. You know, I've been with somebody where I was like, yo, all right, go ahead, but I'm still thinking like, yo, what's up with this? You know, but the family, the kids, parent, all that kind of stuff, the whole family, because I'm a big family guy, and then abuse, like you hitting me. You know, I don't care if it's you just a little mad. If you out,
That's what you're saying. Like that attitude becomes into like abuse. Like
because
yo,
I've
chill out.
seen that go
Got you.
so, especially where I'm from, the small
I like
city
that.
I'm from. I've seen that go so left. You
Yeah.
know,
I'm glad that like all that abuse I went through is so far in the back that I didn't think of it because this hasn't happened in years and years and
Never
over a
happened to me.
decade. I haven't had to worry about that. So
what you mean?
I just haven't. My last relationship, there was no abuse, like no physical abuse. So
Mental.
it wasn't his. He was abusing himself. You know, you have to understand when people abuse you, they're putting a lot in their own head and dealing with a lot of stuff. So
Smoke.
say what?
Finish.
No, you can say it.
You say he was abusing himself. Like
Filling himself up
Doing
with
drugs or
negativity.
something?
No,
Oh,
just
got
the way
you.
you talk
Mental
to
abuse.
yourself,
Yeah, I get
mentally
you.
abusing yourself. The way you talk to yourself might be the way you talk to others.
so he wasn't like positive. You mean he was like always me type of guy type thing. Like why
Some-
me?
Something like that. Like if I remember being like, it was Saturday night. He never planned a night, and I was like, if you could do anything, if the world was gonna end tomorrow, because I was trying to figure out what we could do for fun that Saturday night. If the world was gonna end tomorrow, what would you want to do? And he's like, talk to my son. I'm like, this is about a date, not about. But it always went to something negative. So Saturday nights, he would just for hours talk about all his pain, and I would just have to listen.
Oh yeah, that's heavy.
Right, it's very heavy
Yeah.
because there was no fun, there was no joy.
Yeah, I see
So
what you're
then, if I
saying.
went to open my mouth and then maybe say something, I get cut off right away. After lending
Yeah,
my
that's heavy.
ear for an hour or two, the mere gesture you could do is hear me out too.
Yeah.
And so, but that's not abusing me. It's just he's abusing
Abusing
himself,
himself,
and
yeah,
I'm.
but no, that's heavy,
I'm suffering a consequence just being there.
Yeah, I was in a kind of relationship like that where like the person was just always negative. You know what I'm saying? And it's very tiring because it's like a victim mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what you do or not, it always turned to negative.
Yeah.
Or like I'm feeling this way and I'm this way and I'm like, bro, like, and then like it's you start like getting that empathy. You start like getting that, or you feeling that. You know what I'm saying? You start feeling negative yourself because the person you're around is always like negative. So like
Yeah.
it's like a mirror. So
It changed me for a
Yeah,
long time.
yes, that was my toxic
I'm still
relationship.
battling all those side effects till this day because of his negativity.
Yeah.
To believe,
Yeah, I learned
believe
a
it or
lot
not.
in that
I'm a different
relationship,
person than
so-
I was before I met him.
I see what you're saying.
I was a very happy person, but at the same time, I'm glad because it gave me more discernment. Because this person used to complain about his boss every day, and I'm like, okay, look, you have a lot of skills. I have a lot of skills. We can open up an LLC under my name, and with this work you like to do with landscaping, we would have the ability. I'm a double minority for being a Latina and being a woman. If we put this under my name, we have first bid at government projects, and we can get a lot of opportunities that way. So I sat him down. We were ready to do the LLC. All he had to do was pay $250 because I set him up. He put the money in his pocket. Later on, bought
'cause
weed,
125
chains,
for you.
clothes. He bought freaking rims, and still doesn't have the LLC. Still doesn't have the option to do first bid on government work. So that's one of
you-
those.
you a
But
lit
he'd
one.
rather just complain about his
You a
boss.
lit one.
Who?
That's it.
Why you say
have to
that?
have like that person in your corner to
I know,
in a
and still
sense.
fail.
Yeah, like it's not many women that like I'd say I was working at Starbucks or whatever, right? And I'm like, damn, right? Like yo, I'm tired of this shit or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like you have someone like, well, let's quit Starbucks LLC type of thing. Like, yeah, you have some women support you and they'll talk and, you know, have them here and vent. But then like also like, nah, let's do this. Let's like, damn, all right, cool. Like, you right type of thing. So it's just in a sense of support and also motivating. You know what I'm saying? So that's lit shit. Type shit. What's up?
When are you the type in a relationship if you're motivating your man to do this, do that, and he's like ignoring all of your advice and all your motivation, do you stop or do you keep trying to push this person?